is composed of three important things. One is curves, other one is regions and point. There are four curves in the diagram. Curve OA, curve OB, curve OC and curve OO dash. Curve OA is the curve in which there is equilibrium between the ice and water vapor. This curve we call as a sublimation curve. Curve OB is the curve in which there is equilibrium between the liquid water and water vapor. So this curve is called as a vaporization curve. While curve OC is the curve in which there is equilibrium between the ice and liquid water, we call it as a melting curve or a fusion curve. When these three lines meet together at a point O, there exist all these three states. That is, at this point there exists a solid, liquid and gaseous state are coexist with each other, and that characteristic of that particular point is temperature is 0.01 degrees Celsius and pressure is 4.58 mm of mercury or 611.5 Pascal or 0.6115 kilopascal. Now this point we call as a triple point of the water. Now if we see the regions A, O, C, in this region it exists only in ice at any point. At this point, this point, this point, only ice. Or if you reach to this point, there is equilibrium in between both. If you again increase the temperature, it exists as liquid water. Again liquid water, up to here it is. But at this point, there is an equilibrium again between the liquid water and water vapor. So as we go down, increasing the temperature or pressure, variation in the phases takes place. So the existence of the phases is totally depends upon the conditions of the temperature and pressure. Now we'll see the thermodynamic relationship between these three curves and the three states. First we see the curve OA. This curve OA is called as a sublimation curve. Where there is conversion of ice into the water vapor express, ice in solid state and water vapor in gaseous state. Now suppose that if at this particular pressure at any point it exists as ice, and when we reach to this point it exists into the equilibrium. Again beyond this point it exists as a water vapor as we go on increasing the temperature. Now the quantitative relationship between these two states was given by the equation called as Clausius-Clapeyron equation. That equation is dP by dt is equal to delta H of the sublimation upon T of the sublimation or temperature of sublimation into volume of the gaseous state minus volume of the solid state or ice. So this equation is called as Clausius-Clapeyron equation for this particular equilibrium, or the logarithmic form of this is differentiated form. The logarithmic form of this equation is also given as ln of P2 upon P1 is equal to delta H of the sublimation upon R in bracket T2 minus T1 upon T1 into T2. This is the logarithmic form of the equation for this equilibrium solid gas. Now we see the second curve, that curve OB, which is the vaporization curve. Curve OB. This curve is called as a vaporization curve. Now in this curve there is equilibrium between the liquid water and water vapor. Liquid water and water vapor in gaseous state. The coexistence of this equilibrium is again given by the Clausius-Clapeyron equation, and that equation is dP by dt is equal to delta H, or the change in enthalpy of vaporization upon enthalpy of vaporization upon temperature at vaporization into the volume of the gaseous state minus volume of the liquid state. This is what the thermodynamic relationship between these two states. And again, in logarithmic form, it is given as ln of P2 upon P1 is equal to delta H of V upon R in bracket P2 minus P1 into P1 into P2. This is also the another form of the Clausius-Clapeyron equation. Now we see third curve, that is curve OC. Now curve OC, where which there exists ice and water. Ice in solid state and water in liquid state. This curve also we call as a fusion curve, or this curve is also called as a melting curve. The slope of this curve is negative, indicating that the melting point of the water decreases with increase in the pressure. So as we go on increasing the pressure, the melting point of the water goes on decreasing. The thermodynamic relationship between the two states is given by Clausius-Clapeyron equation, and the equation is again change in pressure with change in temperature is equal to delta H, that is enthalpy of the fusion, upon temperature of the fusion or melting point temperature in bracket volume of the liquid state minus volume of the solid state. So this is what the thermodynamic relationship or Clausius-Clapeyron relationship for this particular state. Now the fourth curve is curve OO dash. This curve is also called as a metastable curve, or metastable equilibrium is there. This is the equilibrium between the supercooled liquid and water vapor. This is highly unstable type of the curve. If water is cooled slowly for below freezing point, at that time it exists into the supercooled liquid, and this equilibrium is very unstable, or also we call as a metastable curve. This is what about the curves. Now we discuss the regions in the graph. So you remember one thing over here, that at any point in the region there exists only one state. Whenever the point reaches to graph, it exists into the two states, and when these graphs meet at point, it exists, three states are exist. That is, in this region there is only one state, in this region only one state, that is liquid water. In this state there is only water vapor, but at this particular point there is existence of the three states. Now below this it exists only into the solid state, while above this it exists onto the vapor state. This at this particular temperature at which it exists into the above that it exists only into the vapor state, not into the liquid state. That temperature we call as a critical temperature of the water, and that is 374 degrees Celsius for this water system. Now we see the equilibrium into the regions and the relationship of the degree of freedoms and phases. Regions or area. There are three regions or three areas are there. Which are those? Area AOB, that is this one. Then area BOC, that is this is the area where which only it exists as a water liquid. And the third one is the area AOC. These are the three areas. In AOB, only one state is there, that is vapor only. In BOC, it exists as a liquid water, and in the AOC it exists as a ice only. That is only one phase it exists. So according to the Gibbs phase rule, F is equal to C minus P plus 2, as there is only one component in the system, that is water. and in the regions or in the area only one phase is there. P is also is equal to 1 in area. Therefore, this F is equal to 1 minus 1 plus 2, and therefore F is equal to 2. So the system is bivariant. That is, in the regions we have two variables, and that variables are pressure and temperature. So we can vary pressure and temperature in the area or in the region. So this is what the calculation of Gibbs phase rule in the regions or in the area. Now we see calculation of the Gibbs phase rule in the triple point or at triple point.
Now we discuss the third important thing in the curve, that is triple point. Now triple point in the diagram is O. Now how this triple point was formed? When the curve OA, OB and OC meet at this particular point, we call as a triple point. So this is actually the meeting point of all these three curves or three lines at this point. What is the speciality of this point? At this point all these three states coexist, that is ice, water and water vapor coexist at this point O, called as a triple point. The temperature for this point is 0.01 degrees Celsius and pressure is 4.58 mm of mercury, or it is 611.5 Pascal. So this is the characteristic temperature and pressure of the triple point. If we vary either pressure or temperature, these three states get disturbed. So we will see in the video that how these three states coexist with each other, that is ice in solid state, water in liquid state and water vapor in gaseous state simultaneously, or at time we can see all these three phases. So it is very important to see such a scenario. Now we calculate the number of degree of freedoms in the or at a triple point. For the purpose, we will apply Gibbs phase rule. So F is equal to C minus P plus 2. Now in case of this, the number of component is 1, number of phases at triple point are 3, and so this is nothing but 0. So what this indicates? This indicates that at this point system is non-variant type of system. That is, we cannot vary either pressure or temperature. We cannot change temperature and pressure of the system so that these three states will coexist with each other. So this is what about the phase diagram of the one component system. Thank you.